conference. Can you want to tell a little bit about what that is?
Yeah, actually, it's designed for small to mid-sized business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people who want to get into the entrepreneurial industry and get into a CEO mindset by focusing on how they can automate processes, how they can delegate authority, and how they can eliminate the waste that they are facing in the course of doing business. So it's really a way to come together and look at challenges that most all small business owners or entrepreneurs face and solve problems together and network and meet people, like-minded people. So it's going to be a great couple of days of sharing ideas and learning and coming away a better business person.
Yeah, I think the great thing is that at Focus on You Strategy, our common thread, nearly all clients need assistance with how they can automate processes, delegate authority, and eliminate waste of both time and resources in the course of doing business. And that's why the conference will focus on these three aspects of business management through presentations by industry leaders from a wide variety of fields, including marketing, legal, technology, finance, and customer relations, just to name a few. And it's a results-driven forum designed to leave attendees with new ideas, tools, and inspiration that they can implement immediately. And throughout this conference, we're going to be practicing what we preach. So we're including use of a mobile app for conference schedules, the breakout session alerts, speaker bios, and other important information. And we'll have an expo hall with vendors on hand who can guide attendees in products, services, and subscriptions that can help them automate their business, as well as those who can recycle old IT equipment, shred documents, and more. So we're going to go through that whole automate, delegate, eliminate. And we're finding that a lot throughout our sessions and CEO exchanges that we have, which, by the way, our next CEO exchange is next Tuesday at the Bank of the Ozarks, now formerly C1 Bank, at the Hyde Park location on South Boulevard. That's 11 to 1, and you can find out more at focusonyoustrategy.com/events. So this is going to be held at the brand spanking new Wyndham Grand Hotel. This is literally being built as we speak.
Right on Clearwater Beach.
Yeah.
Beautiful location.
Oh, yeah. And we're excited about that. My team went and took a hard hat tour, and they said it was just incredible. So I'm looking forward to my tour as well. And this will actually open in January, and we're actually one of their first big conferences that is going to be held at this hotel, and it's just spectacular.
I think it's really going to bring in a lot of people from around the country, particularly early or end of April when the weather up there is maybe not as good as it's going to be in about a month from then.
Yeah, so it'll be right at the end of season, after spring breakers leave, and before all of the craziness of college and high school graduation. So it's right there, right after Easter. So it'll be a perfect time for people who are coming anywhere, northerners. So we expect to have pretty good attendance on this, and we're very excited about this. There are going to be 4 main stage speakers, one including Michael Gerber, who is a small business guru. He wrote The E-Myth, which is a book that I require all my clients to read. And his latest book is called Beyond the E-Myth, and it's the next in an ongoing series of books that he has. And he has a new course as well. And I'm very excited that he's going to be coming. He's the #1 small business guru, been around for a long time. And we are very excited that he's our major keynote. And then we're constantly getting new speakers that are coming in. So as the website goes up, you're going to see more speakers added as we go along in this next month.
Right, and there's 36 breakout sessions as well as the 4 keynotes. So it's going to be 2 days just jam-packed with information and expertise. It's really going to be something.
And they're going to be able to go to FocusOnEntrepreneursConference.com. I know that is a long name for a website, and you'll learn how to spell entrepreneurs after you do this like maybe 4 or 5 times, right? So FocusOnEntrepreneursConference.com, and on November 1st, it will officially launch, and there will be early registration special on tickets, and this is a best time to buy tickets for this conference, I'm telling you. It's from November 1st through December 31st for $289 per person for both days. That is such a steal. And after December 31st, tickets will go up to $379. And there are a limited number of VIP tickets that'll be available for $459, which will give those VIP attendees special access to speakers and a copy of Michael Gerber's book. So we're really, really excited about this. The kickoff's been great. We have a great host committee of including a lot of TBBO members and people from That Business Show that we've met over the course of the year. And we're really excited about this. It's really a conference that's going to focus on entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs.
It's for entrepreneurs by entrepreneurs. It's really the only thing of its kind in Tampa Bay. There's a lot of conferences, but this one is so hyper-focused on what the entrepreneur needs to succeed. So I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, I am too. So why would people want to come to this? What do you think is the reason why people should come and register for this?
Well, I think that there's so much out there, even from a technology standpoint, that's changing every day. And people don't know what they don't know. So they don't know what processes they can automate because they really don't know how. And this is going to give them those tools. They don't know how to delegate authority because they may be thinking they're alone in this. They're a solopreneur. It's just them in the seat. And that's not the case. There's all types of support. On my team, for instance, I have a whole virtual network. So we look much bigger than me sitting in one chair, and I could never do it on my own.
Absolutely. That's the key. CEOs don't do it all.
That's right.
You know, they lead, they firefight, go global, but they don't do everything.
Absolutely.
We get into overwhelmed status, and if you're one of those people that you're sitting here going, oh my gosh, I can't take it anymore. I'm trying to do it all. I never have time with my family. I never have time to breathe. I can't even take a break to eat. You know, you need to come to this conference and understand what you can do to make your life a lot easier.
Absolutely, absolutely. And to eliminate those things that are holding you back. You know, a lot of people, one of the things that I eliminated early on was doing my own accounting. I'm not an accountant. I'm a creative person. So I have a very small left brain and a very large right brain. So trying to struggle through accounting was ridiculous for me. So just eliminating that, getting a CPA, automating processes and billing was a huge relief to me. And I can focus on my strengths and not my weaknesses. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs focus on their weaknesses because it's the thing that causes them to stay up at night.
Yeah, definitely.
So this conference is going to help them eliminate those things in their life that's really holding them back, both professionally probably and personally.
Yeah, we see it every day, and it's a lot of the reason why we decided to do this conference is that we felt like it's necessary. We needed a conference that would really just focus on the entrepreneur and what's really going on with them. We hear them in our CEO exchanges constantly. The challenges are the same: time management, money, clients. How do I get those three things? And so we're going to focus on these. And these 36 different speakers that we're going to have are going to cover everything that you can think of, across everything that entrepreneurs worry about and struggle with. So we're really, really excited about this. So we'll hope you join us. November 1st is the kickoff for ticket sales, and you want to get your early tickets early. It's very important.
$90.
You're going to save. You're going to save $90. Yeah, absolutely. So you're listening to Focus Fridays on That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, where business becomes show business.
Are you in need of new flooring or ready to tackle that home remodeling project? Then contact Yeager & Company Incorporated, a family-owned, state-certified general contracting business with over 70 years of experience and the recipient of the Angie's List Super Service Award for the last 8 years in multiple categories. Yeager & Company comes to you with their shop-at-home flooring sales service, and their hardwood flooring refinishing is the very best in the Bay. Kitchen and bath design featuring American-made, well-born cabinets, and all work is done by employees, not subcontractors. Learn more at YeagerFlooring.com.
If you've been following That Business Show on Facebook and Twitter, you may have noticed the quality of some of our images. That's because one of our sponsors is pro photographer Rick Taseda, a member of the Professional Photographers of America. You can view his extensive work by going to his website at ricktaseda.com or call him for an appointment to chat about your photography needs at 813-641-4757. That's 813-641-4757. Rick Taseda Visuals. Call him for your next event or project. In an age when the good and the better vie for attention, it is the best that stands out. The best of Tampa Bay from Proudly Florida is the love story for the city of Tampa, celebrating success, sharing achievements, a tribute to enterprise and community spirit. Let Proudly Florida showcase your business to your city, your nation, and the world. For more information, email info@proudlyflorida.com and be sure to visit proudlyflorida.com.
I knew Mom wanted to stay at home. It's the center of her family, her life. But helping Mom stay in her home while managing mine was just too much. Honestly, it wasn't just about me. Mom didn't want me to be her caretaker. She wanted me to be her daughter. I felt so alone until I found out about Home Instead Senior Care. When we met the people at Home Instead, we just knew they were different. The experience was personal, and most importantly, for Mom and me, I get to be her daughter again.
Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
Have you ever tried to buy a home for your family only to find out that you don't qualify for a mortgage loan? You thought that after 20 years as a customer of your bank, they would help you when you needed it the most, right? Unfortunately, the banks of today are not the banks of our parents and grandparents, and our relationships with them just don't matter anymore. My name is Frank Cotto, and I'm the president of the Lincoln Lending Group. We all may need a bank, but we also need a Frank, and that's what I'm here to do for you today. Lincoln Lending Group will waive all of your lending fees, which include your mortgage, application fee, your underwriting fee, processing fees, and any bank points. Just call 813-MORTGAGE. You drop the E, and we'll drop the fee.
How many times have you said to yourself, I wish there was an app for that? Stop wishing and start making the world better. Turn your brilliant idea into a profitable business by using Popcorn apps. Their affordable app design will help get your blue sky idea or proven business to the next level at a fraction of the cost of other developers. They will help you get through all the steps needed to make your thoughts become live. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today.
Teresa Turner is a certified public accountant and the founder of Tax Happens, a boutique-style CPA firm providing small businesses and individuals with hands-on, personalized tax and accounting services. Although we would love to tell you how happy their clients are, we would like you to see for yourself. Tax Happens has 21 Google reviews and a 4.8-star Google rating, 17 Yelp reviews and a 5-star Yelp rating, 38 Facebook reviews and a 4.9-star Facebook rating. What sets Tax Happens apart is number 1, upfront pricing, 2, clear deadlines, 3, personally available year-round, and number 4, a willingness to empower clients to do as much or as little as they desire. Visit taxhappens.com for more information.
Good morning. Getting word of a crash now on the eastbound side of the Courtney Campbell Causeway near the Big Bridge and some delays through this area. Also, we've got slow traffic on westbound I-4 from Plant City over towards Branch Forbes and McIntosh. Southbound I-75 slow from just south of Fletcher Avenue to I-4, and increasing traffic now on the southbound side of the Veterans Expressway from Van Dyke to around Hutchinson. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson Uterick, Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by the National Football League. The NFL Pro Bowl is coming to Orlando January 29th. Don't miss your chance to see NFL greats compete live and inspire the next generation of stars and fans. Tickets on sale now, starting as low as $45. Buy now at NFL.com/Pro Bowl on sale.
Partly cloudy and breezy today with a high 85. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low 69. And tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds and warmer with a high 86.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Maloney.
Good morning. It's Julianne Nichols, CEO of Focus on You Strategy, filling in for Jamie, who is at the TBBO Symposium getting ready for everybody to come out. We're going to join him here in the next hour. But for right now, it's just me and Jennifer Frazier from the Creative Stable. She is the creative director and copywriter, chief bottle washer.
That's
right?
It. That's it.
Welcome, Jennifer. We're so glad to have you here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about the Creative Stable. What's it all about?
Well, the Creative Stable is a national network of seasoned advertising professionals. We do everything from branding, brand refreshing, to television, to websites. We're very active in the digital world. We do a lot of search engine optimization and digital marketing for companies, all driven by data and analytics, so that's highly measurable and very effective. Our real forte is our creativity, and we help companies kind of see themselves through a bigger brand lens than they might have otherwise seen themselves, which...
You actually helped me with that.
I sure did.
3 years ago, like shortly after we meet, we talk, and I had a totally different name for my company. It was not Focus on You Strategy when I first came here.
Correct.
And you were like, what is it that you calling it? You know, it was a weird name, and it was a weird reason why I called it that. And you were like, we really need to talk about really what it is that you do, and people will probably understand it better. And you were so on the money, and this is where Focus on You Strategy was created. And I'm telling you, Jennifer is brilliant at being able to sit down with you and figure that brand out.
You.
And you helped me so much in just the right wording and what to say, and I knew what I did, and I was very confident with what I could do, but my brand did not show that at all.
Right.
And so once we changed that, boy, what a difference it has made for us.
It's amazing, even the difference, and I experienced this myself. In my company for many years was called the Writing Stable. And because I am a professional journalist, and so I thought that was a nice, natural name for me.
Right.
But I got all the time, but you do websites as well? Yes, I also do websites. And, you also do TV? Yes, I also write TV and produce it. And so I changed one word in the name of my company to the Creative Stable, and everyone got it instantly. They knew that I could do anything creatively that they might need. So, a lot of times businesses, they don't see the forest for the trees, even when we're in the branding business. So it's always very gratifying to me when I run across someone like you who's just really on the cusp of taking that leap, and to get you positioned with the right tools and the right name and the right image and the right thumbprint on everything you do makes a world of difference.
Yeah, it did. It really did, and I'm so grateful for that, because it definitely really showed what we do. And the fact that everything we do is focusing on you. Correct. And that strategy behind making you first. And it just resonated. And it's now everybody knows what that means now.
Absolutely.
Right?
And now we've got the Focus on Entrepreneurs Conference.
I know. Can you believe it?
So it's just getting better and better all the time.
Yeah, it's been a great 3 years since I came to Tampa. And I'm very grateful for all the great people that I've met that have helped me, build this journey. So.
Sure.
So let's talk a little bit more about some of the things that you do. Let's focus on what are those things you do. I know you're doing something with Lake Jovita, right now?
Lake Jovita has been a wonderful client of mine. I actually worked on the initial branding team back in 1990 when we named it and brought the community out of the ground. So it's kind of full circle for me. But now I manage their social media, redid their websites. I've worked on advertising for them. But I'm also the editor of their quarterly magazine called Lake Jovita Life.
And it's beautiful.
It is really, really pretty.
Yeah.
They invest good money and lots of time.
And it shows.
Yes.
It shows.
And they really, really give us a lot of editorial leeway. So we are growing it slow but sure. But Lake Jovita is a beautiful community. It's one of the nicest golf courses in Tampa
so
Bay.
Nice.
There are 2 of them.
Yeah, it's not far from St. Leo University.
It's
is that
right. It actually borders St. Leo property.
Oh, okay. So it's so beautiful out there.
It is really beautiful. Largest elevation change of any golf course in the state of Florida.
Yeah,
so
it is high. How did it get so high out there?
Well, we're on that Brooksville Ridge. So, for instance, I live right below the second highest point in Florida, which is 240 feet.
Wow.
So there's a lot of rolling terrain, and Lake Jovita at one time in the early 1900s there was a golf course there.
Oh wow!
And then it became pasture land, and it just kind of went. So when they developed the community originally in the early 90s, they brought that first course, which was the North Course, back to life, and then they built the South Course. So it's amazing. There's a 144-foot difference between the top of the tee boxes and the greens on one of the holes on the South Course.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So do you have to shoot uphill?
You shoot downhill.
Downhill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's shows you how much I know about golf. It is beautiful up there. We've driven by there many times just to go visit you, and it's just absolutely gorgeous up there.
It is pretty country all around.
Yeah. So they're great to have you. So what else? Tell us more about what else you do at the Creative Stable.
I had the pleasure last year of working with the mayor and the Chamber of Commerce at Dade City and rebranding the city, which was a first for me. So I think you might have seen some of that, huh?
Yeah.
So we did some TV spots for them. We did a nice 2-minute video. We worked with Visit Florida, for instance, to get it up on their website. And now the next step is that we're going to be looking for some airtime to get it onto television stations.
So that's the video that you guys did with another company,
Diamond View
Studios. Yeah, and that
fantastic.
Was amazing. They did a lot of drone.
We did
coverage.
A lot of drone shoots. In fact, we did a drone launch right off the top of that 240-foot peak that I told you about.
Oh yeah,
and it just kind of the whole valley opens up below you. It's really, really nice. But we wanted to show the flavor of the city, and we've got people walking with their kids home from school on a brick street, which is very Dade City. A lot of capturing the downtown area and just the it's just really, really old Florida, very early Americana. But it's a community that's really up and coming. We've got a Smart Start incubator up there, one of only 2 in Pasco County. So there's a lot of people moving into the city. There's a lot of business coming into the city. But we're still really trying to maintain that old Florida character.
There's parts of it that really remind me of our hometown, Kansas City. Just kind of that old neighborhood feeling, but yet, there's a farm right there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, so it's very nice little town. It always reminds me of going to northern Missouri there and feeling that, Midwest feeling.
Yeah, I think that's why I felt so at home there.
Probably.
Immediately. I've lived there since 86. So
we're talking to Jennifer Frazier from The Creative Stable, and you can find out more about Jennifer at www.thecreativestable.com. And we'll be back in just a minute. Talk more with Jennifer.
I feel guilty that I can't always be there when Mom feels stuck at home. She was always there for us. But now she can't get out, and I'm not always available to take her places. Someone else needs to help her get around. Then I learned about Home Instead. Now Mom can do what she enjoys because her personal caregiver is there, and I can just be a daughter again.
Are you struggling to care for your loved one? We can help. Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
Hi, welcome to Yeager's. We just want to take a minute and show you what we're all about. At Yeager's, our primary business is hardwood flooring, although we are remodelers for kitchen, bath, and general construction. We operate a fleet of shop-at-home vans that have all the flooring type products, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, tiles, stone, what have you. So we're able to come out first with products in our vehicles and take a look at the setting, how the colors will work, and then to be able to come up with some options and ideas for you. If that's not good enough, we have a large distribution center that we inventory product and have a nice display area.
From the RP Funding Traffic Network.
Good morning. Getting word of a crash now on the eastbound side of the Courtney Campbell Causeway near the Big Bridge and some delays through this area. Also, we've got slow traffic on westbound I-4 from Plant City over towards Branch Forbes and McIntosh. Southbound I-75 slow from just south of Fletcher Avenue to I-4. And increasing traffic now on the southbound side of the Veterans Expressway from Van Dyke to around Hutchinson. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson Uterick, Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by Bexley. Looking for adventure in a place you can call your own? Bexley, a new home community opening November 12th in Pasco County, will offer miles of trails, acres of open space, and new homes, now pre-selling. Learn more at BexleyFlorida.com. That's BexleyFlorida.com.
1250 Winds Weather Center forecasts. Look for another mostly sunny day. A few scattered clouds. Nice breeze once again. Mid-80s for the high. Lows in the upper 60s. Forecast to start the weekend the same. We'll lose the breeze on Sunday, staying in the mid-80s. Impact Radio 1250 Winds, WHNZ.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney on 1250 Winds WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Maloney.
Hi, it's Julianne Nichols, CEO of Focus on You Strategy on Focus Fridays, filling in for Jamie, who's over at the TBBO Symposium, hoping that you all come out and join us later. But for now, it's me and Jennifer Frazier from the Creative Stable here in the studio. Welcome, Jennifer. We're so glad to have you here today.
Oh, thank
We've
you.
been talking
This is
a lot
fun.
we've been talking a lot about your business, and you have such a creative mindset that we love, and I know personally we use you at Focus on You Strategy a lot. So tell me a little bit about what type of clients that want to come to you. What do they need to know, and what type of clients do you usually attract?
Well, it ranges. I have the pleasure of working with other agencies on much larger accounts. Right now, we're working to roll out a community in Costa Rica, for instance. And so since our target market is global, we have to focus on it digitally. So
Which is what CEOs do. Go global. You're going global.
That's
I love
right.
it.
Go global or go home.
That's right.
So we're doing that. But in the same token, I have a beautiful little venue, a little barn venue that came to me about 2 years ago and said, when we're ready and we buy this property, we're going to need to rebrand it. And that's exactly what we're doing. And they've got a brand new logo, new entry sign. Old fences are coming down and beautiful new barnwood signs are going up, and their website is being developed. And just to watch the metamorphosis of a small entrepreneurial client like that for me is so satisfying, because what they inherited was a really hokey brand with terrible signage and just it was just not
Don't
right.
you find that people get into a comfort zone of their logo from the 1980s, and they just really we just need a refresh. It's kind of like remodeling our home. After a while, we just need a refresh,
right?
And kind of come up to date. We have a whole slew of these millennials coming in, who are going to be our future market,
right?
And they don't like the old 80s and 90s look. They want to see something new and hip and refreshing.
Exactly. In fact, I'm working with a bank right now that is going to be opening a branch that's exclusively targeting millennials, and so there's not going to be glass in between seating areas, and you don't walk into an office and a door closes.
Yeah, they're all about transparency, open.
Absolutely. You walk in, you pick up an iPad, you register that you're there. Someone comes and sits down with you. They're going to have Legos in the corner that you can play with and build on when you're waiting. They're going to have competitions for, the best entrepreneurial idea, and they're going to award scholarships, and they're going to look at banking in a completely different way, because millennials in 5 years is going to be about 60% of the buying power in this country.
Yeah, it's our future market.
That's where they are, and they are dictating to us how they want to interact with us.
And this is one of the subjects we're going to be talking about at the conference is this future market and how to market to them, buy from them, sell to them, all those things. So
right. Well, and they can push real change. Millennials are the reason that Seminole Heights is seeing a resurgence. Is they're buying all those old houses down in Seminole Heights. They're bringing in these great restaurants. They like to catch an Uber to go
technology,
to a local restaurant.
Everything about technology,
absolutely.
Right?
But something that's interesting about millennials is they also really love to receive something in the mail. They love getting mailers.
because they didn't get them
because they bank online. Everything they do is in their hand, and to be able to hold something that's not digital is really kind of cool for
them. Do you know the only mailers I tend to get now are the political stuff now?
I know.
We never really got anything, and then in the last month we've been inundated with these mailers, and they just go right into the trash. I'm like, you wasted a lot of money, mister.
Oh, it is. It's a big waste of money.
It is. But
that's what they're best at, I think.
Right. Just think what we could do with that money for the government. Okay, we won't go there. But anyway.
Exactly.
So tell us more. Tell us more about what Creative Stable does. I know you've done some things globally, but then you also do a lot of local. You've done political campaigns as well.
Right.
You've done a variety of a lot of different things.
Right. Well, that's the beauty of having the team that I have and being a journalist is that, I've written on cardiac surgery. I've written on cancer care for Moffitt. But I've also been able to write, really fun stuff like promotional pieces for the city of Dade City or an ad for a restaurant or a retail facility. Or I did an entire feature story on the Sisters of the Holy Name Monastery, which has a 127-year history in Dade City.
Didn't you also do like an RV company as well?
Yeah,
They
we
had a
actually
pretty big-
rebranded a company called Motorhome Finders about 4 years ago. Got their website to where it needed to be and their inventory so that it was easily searchable. And then we optimized the heck out of them. So we do a lot of SEO for them and some digital marketing. And I'm happy to say that they're about 3 times bigger than they were when we first started with them.
Oh, great.
So they've seen tremendous growth. They've stayed with us for this whole time. And they understand that it's an investment, that you don't just stop it. You got to keep going.
Right.
And they've really remained true to that. And it's been very, very successful.
A lot of people think marketing is one and done, and it's really not. It's ongoing all the time. So we talk about automate, delegate, eliminate. So tell us a little bit about in regards to content and copywriting, what do you suggest for automating, delegating, and eliminating?
Well, as far as content goes, the easiest way to automate is there are programs that out there that, like, for instance, Hootsuite is one, Sprout Social is another, that you develop your content and then you upload it to these systems and it deploys it over time.
We use a thing called Post Planner.
Yes. Yeah. That's another one. I mean, something that so that you don't have to physically touch every single post every single day, because social media can be so daunting and overwhelming for people that think they have to be in it all the time.
Right.
Which, and if it's not your business, you certainly don't have to. So that's a really good point of automation. To delegate, hire a professional. That's the easiest way.
I can testify to that. I do not write content as much. People think I'm on Facebook all the time, and it's really not. I have a team of people that write our content, post it. We use Post Planner. We automate it, and I totally delegate it because I know what to say. It's just that when I come to write it or type it, I'm like, I totally go blank. And so I depend on professionals like yourself to write our content for our websites. Right. And also to, I have a team of great people as well that just know what to say and how to take my words and make it work for us. But yeah, I totally have to delegate it.
Yeah. And a lot of people think there's nothing more intimidating for many business owners than a blank sheet of paper.
Yeah.
So why stare at it? Pass it off to somebody. Right. I love blank sheets of paper. That's what I thrive on. So I would say that's important in delegating.
And you're very good. You're very good at what you do.
And then eliminate the clutter. Eliminate the background noise. If you're going to pump content out to somebody, make it viable. Make it worth their while to absorb it and to take part in it. Mm-hmm. Nobody really cares from a business perspective that you had a lunch with someone. What they care about is what you talked about at lunch.
Right.
Or maybe what you came
away. The people buy that why and results, and so we tend to forget about that. It's like we don't really know why we had to see what you ate for lunch, but you're right. We'd really like to know.
During that lunch conversation, you might have learned a new process. Mm-hmm. You might have learned or
something interesting.
A new client.
Yeah, or something interesting about that person that that you could share.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's a good point. Good point. So what else could we eliminate?
Well, I think that we can eliminate a lot of wasted time. I think that a lot of businesses that come to me are chasing their tails, trying to do their own e-blasts, trying to do their own postcard, trying to build their own website. I've got a dear friend of mine who's a wonderful photographer. His name is Bob Thompson, and I helped him with his rebrand, Thompson Brand Images. And I'm happy to say that just today I learned that he's launching his new website. And it's thompsonbrandimages.com. It's beautiful. And Bob was the kind of guy, very hands-on. He had 4 or 5 websites that he had built himself. And he was so frustrated because he was so disjointed in his brand, and he was so much trying to be a web designer when what he really is a photographer, and a darn good one. Mm-hmm. So he needed to focus on just being a photographer and let us help him with how he parses out information to people.
We see this on a regular basis. People come in and they're trying to do everything, and you just can't do it all.
You can't.
And I think it comes down to understanding the value of what you're worth, which is one of the questions we have at the TBBO Symposium. So make sure you stop by our booth at the TBBO Symposium. It's a question, and it is about, do you understand the value of what you're worth? Because if you understand that, you will make decisions differently with your time.
Absolutely.
And the greatest thing that I think the aha moment that people get with that is when they figure out what is that dollar amount, and it's not necessarily what they charge, but how much they feel like they're worth per hour. It blows them away because they're just like, oh my gosh, you know, I had no idea that translated to this. And it's a really aha moment when people we have a little app that we have for that.
I love it. I did it this morning.
And it's
great,
I
had to tell you that my price is going up. Sorry.
Uh-oh. Can I be grandfathered in?
Yeah, you can.
So it is a great app, and it really gives you that feeling of, okay, now I know what I'm worth. So if you find out that you're worth $300 an hour, let's say, well, you're going to make decisions differently on how you spend that time. You should really be focusing on the things that bring you in that money. If you're spending 5-6 hours trying to do a website you don't know anything about, you know, multiply that 6 hours times 3, you know, that's $1,800 now. And you could have paid maybe a couple $100 for somebody just to do it in less time and less money.
Absolutely.
And people don't understand that philosophy or that concept sometimes.
And to do a better job. You know, a lot of people think, well, this is good enough for me. This is good enough for my company.
Right.
Don't ever think it's good enough. I mean, I want every client to look like IBM or Chase Manhattan or
focus on your strategy.
Or focus on your strategy. Because they all can.
Right.
You know, with good graphics and with a really good brand strategy, everybody can look. I think that any company that starts today needs to look like what they want to be in 10 years.
Yes.
Don't build your way up to it. Start right out of the box with the brand that you want to become. And guess what? You'll get there.
And you know what? We've already, after 3 years, we did this 3 years ago. And now 3 years later, we are, rebranding again. Well, we're not really rebranding. We're refreshing, I guess
Yes, we are.
say.
We're refreshing content on the website.
We've got a great photographer, Rick Toseda, who's going to come and do some great pictures for our website. And you're helping us refresh that website because we've grown in the last 3 years. We're able to, make that website grow with us.
Absolutely. And I think we need to demonstrate that. I mean, you've got about like a 95% success rate in helping your businesses grow. So the testimonials have changed. The services that you provide have changed. The case studies have changed.
Right.
When we first did your site, there weren't any CEO exchanges, for instance.
Right.
And that's become a really, really huge asset to the community that people can come together at these exchanges, which I've had the pleasure of facilitating a couple of them.
Yes.
And it's really, really cool to see how they share these ideas with each other in these moments. So yeah, you've grown a lot, and your website needs to grow with you. It needs to continually expand and refine as you
Absolutely. So if you still have that website from the 90s, you need to call the Creative Stable and get it refreshed and get up to date. And
here's something too that people don't think about is that they used to talk about above the fold in web design. That you wanted to keep everything on the computer screen. Well, social media changed the way that we interact with information, that we scroll. And so everything has changed about the way people interact with websites.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a website that's not current, people aren't interacting. They're not disseminating information. They're not digesting it the way you want them to. And you look old school. You look old school and mom and pop.
Oh, there you go. We're talking to Jennifer Frazier from the Creative Stable. You can find out more about her at thecreativestable.com. And is there a phone number they can reach you?
Absolutely. 813-991-2334.
Thank you. You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, actually Julianne Nichols. And we'll be back in a minute.
Savvy business owners utilize technology to connect with customers, communicate among teams, and collaborate with partners. Even with advances in technology, you all know it's not infallible. Where do you turn when your technology starts working against you? Who do you depend on to keep your team productive? Don't wait until your technology fails you. Get ahead of the crisis and contact the professionals at Alpha Computing Solutions so they can show you how to keep your technology running smoothly. Visit them online at www.alphacomputing.com.
Did you know the biggest challenge business leaders face today is creating an engaged and productive workforce culture? Bill Meyer Ham Consulting wants to help you solve this challenge. They will help you transform your workforce culture to produce amazing business results. Call Bill Meyer Ham Consulting at 941-201-4650 today or visit BillMeyerHam.com. That's BillMeyerHam.com. Have a conversation. Are you in need of new flooring or ready to tackle that home remodeling project? Then contact Yeager & Company Incorporated, a family-owned, state-certified general contracting business with over 70 years of experience and the recipient of the Angie's List Super Service Award for the last 8 years in multiple categories. Yeager & Company comes to you with their shop-at-home flooring sales service, and their hardwood flooring refinishing is the very best in the Bay. Kitchen and bath design featuring American-made, well-born cabinets, and all work is done by employees, not subcontractors. Learn more at YeagerFlooring.com. What's up, business rock stars? Are you ready to bring out the CEO in you? Join Julianne Nichols, CEO of Focus on You Strategy, every other Friday on That Business Show. She'll be talking with other chief entrepreneurial officers about how they grew their businesses. Remember, you could join the conversation at Focus on You Strategies Focus Fridays Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Focus Fridays. That's facebook.com/groups/Focus Fridays. Be the CEO of you.
I knew Mom wanted to stay at home. It's the center of her family, her life. But helping Mom stay in her home while managing mine was just too much. Honestly, it wasn't just about me. Mom didn't want me to be her caretaker. She wanted me to be her daughter. I felt so alone until I found out about Home Instead Senior Care. When we met the people at Home Instead, we just knew they were different. The experience was personal. And most importantly, for Mom and me, I get to be her daughter again.
Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
If you've been following That Business Show on Facebook and Twitter, you may have noticed the quality of some of our images. That's because one of our sponsors is pro photographer Rick Taseda, a member of the Professional Photographers of America. You can view his extensive work by going to his website at ricktaseda.com or call him for an appointment to chat about your photography needs at 813-641-4757. That's 813-641-4757. Rick Taseda Visuals. Call him for your next event or project.
How many times have you said to yourself, I wish there was an app for that? Stop wishing and start making the world better. Turn your brilliant idea into a profitable business by using Popcorn Apps. Their affordable app design will help get your blue sky idea or proven business to the next level at a fraction of the cost of other developers. They will help you get through all the steps needed to make your thoughts become live. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today.
In an age when the good and the better vie for attention, it is the best that stands out. The Best of Tampa Bay from Proudly Florida is the love story for the city of Tampa, celebrating success, sharing achievements, a tribute to enterprise and community spirit. Let Proudly Florida showcase your business to your city, your nation, and the world. For more information, email info@proudlyflorida.com and be sure to visit proudlyflorida.com.
Heavy traffic on westbound I-4 from the Plant City area over towards Branch Forbes. Also westbound I-4 approaching downtown Tampa. Courtney Campbell Causeway slow in the eastbound direction from the Little Bridge over to the Big Bridge. Crash off to the right-hand side there. A couple accidents in Pasco County. One along westbound State Road 52 at Hicks Road. Another one on westbound 54 at Little Road. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson Uterick Hillsborough Traffic Tip Line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by Auto America. If you have a damaged windshield and full insurance coverage, Auto Glass America can install a new one for free and buy back your old one for up to $100 on the spot. Call 813-96-GLASS. That's 813-96-GLASS. If it's chipped or cracked, they will buy it back.
Partly cloudy and breezy today with a high 85. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low 69. And tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds and warmer with a high 86.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here's your host, Jamie Maloney.
Hi, it's Julianne Nichols, CEO of Focus on You Strategy, filling in for Jamie this morning. He is over at the TBBO Symposium, which we hope you all come over and join us over at the Hilton in Carillon. And come by and say hello to us at our table, at the Focus on You Strategy table. We're a proud sponsor of today's symposium. And so we're finishing up here with Jennifer Frazier from the Creative Stable as our guest today on Focus Fridays. And we've been talking a lot about her creative background, but there's something you may not know about her. She is so creative, but she also sings. And she has a fabulous band called J2.
I do.
She has a very good friend named Jim. And that's where J2, Jim and Jennifer, come in.
Mm-hmm.
And I have had the pleasure of hiring this band for several different occasions, for galas and also our regular porch parties we have in downtown St. Pete. And in fact, we have one coming up on November 5th.
Right.
So we're excited about that because it's been a while. It's been so hot. We haven't been able to have a porch
it has
party.
been hot. We usually take a lot of July off.
It's
It's
been just a little too hot. And then, you know, I've been traveling a lot with this new grandson that I have. Well, he's not new. He just turned a year, but it seems like was just born yesterday and you just turned 1.
Right.
So traveling back and forth. So now we're going to kick off another porch party on November 5th. And so tell us more about J2 and how that came about.
Well, I've known Jim Morris for many years. His wife is my best friend.
There you go.
Actually. And we used to play music festivals for about the last 10 years. We had played music festivals, and then about 3 years ago, a little bit over 3 years ago, we decided to kind of package what we were doing and take it out on the road. And so J2 was born really then as in its present state.
The great thing about you is that the both of you, there's just 2 people, but
Right.
you guys sound like a 7-piece band.
Well, we are a 7-piece band. It just happens the band happens to live in our iPads. My partner is a co-owner of Morris Sound Studios in Tampa, which has been around for a very long time.
And he has an amazing background as
He
a
does.
sound
he
engineer,
does.
right?
He's won platinum albums with Iced Earth and Trans-Siberian Orchestra and in groups like that. So he's got a really, really good background, and he's an excellent audio engineer and recording engineer. And so he does all of the tracks, plays all of the parts. We do all of the backup, and then we go and play over the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
So that allows us to do everything from the Moody Blues to Led Zeppelin to Adele.
All that old time rock and roll
Yeah.
that people of our age group love so well.
Absolutely.
You know, so
Absolutely.
yeah, it's always great to have you guys. One, because it's, you know, you don't need a lot of space to
Right.
have you,
Right.
Because like we have a porch party, we can set you up on the porch and off you go, and
Right.
And everybody always raves like how great it is because it's all music that is fun and upbeat and
Well, and that's the beauty of it. You know, even with a younger audience, there's just something very enduring about classic rock.
Mm-hmm.
That, you know, if we play for a group of millennials, they're requesting the Beatles and
well, that's because their
Pink
parents,
Floyd
you know,
and-
played it all the time, so they know
Absolutely.
it, right?
So
I know
there's
my kids do.
There's a built-in comfort zone there, and so it's our favorite kind of stuff to do. So we're doing what we love.
So if people want to hire J2, where would they go to do that?
Well, we have 2 websites. We've got one on Gig Salad, which is gigsalad.com, and then /J2 Dade City. We also are on Gig Masters. They just go there at gigmasters.com, search for J2. They can hire us right off the website. All of our song lists are there. We have videos online. We've got online demos. So we're pretty accessible.
So you play for just about anything, right? You don't have any restrictions?
No, we play for weddings. We played the Petro Waterfront Mansion in St. Petersburg this past weekend. It was for a beautiful wedding and a great story behind that couple. And we played the Cell Pavilion downtown Tampa. Tomorrow night we're at the Brass Tap in Dade City from 6:30 to 10:30.
Oh, the good place to go and
Yeah,
check you out.
Yeah, it's a fun place. So yeah, we're all over the place. We've got a lot of gigs coming up. A lot of holiday parties that are coming up for both private and corporate.
Right. So if you want to hire J2, they better get in
We're
pretty
booking
quickly.
fast.
Booking
Yeah,
fast.
we're
If
starting
you
to
have
book.
anything available.
Yeah, I think we've got 2 dates available in December.
Oh, wow. So don't waste any time. Go to gigsalad.com and hire this great band. They're really phenomenal. I can't even describe like the sound. You just like the first time I heard you, I was like, wow.
Cool.
Like,
Thank you.
That was incredible. And of course, you're my first go-to band. Anytime somebody says, "Oh, we need a band," I'm like, I know the perfect band. Because
We've had so much fun playing for the Power Stories Theater galas with you, and the last couple of years always been very thematic. So you got us out of our comfort zone and had us do a New York State of Mind.
Oh,
And
but you did such a great job. I mean,
it
when
was
people
fun.
walked in that room and it was it was set up like Central Park, and you played New York State of Mind. It was what? That was awesome. It was amazing.
Stuff.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Fun stuff. I always say it beats digging ditches as a second career. So,
well, thank you, Jennifer Fraser, so much for taking the time to get up early and come down from Dade City to join us. And thank you for being a part of the host committee for the Focus on Entrepreneurs.com. And you've been listening to That Business Show with Jamie Maloney, and I'm Julianne Nichols, CEO of Focus on You Strategy, and we hope to see you over at the TBBO Symposium today. We'll be there all day at the Hilton over on Carolyn Drive. Have a great day, and remember to focus on you.
Proceeding